enter the portal and we're transported to another dimension.
Step back in time where the pyramids gleam, pharaohs rule and the gods still dream. Hieroglyphs dance with a secret to tell, mummies and magic, history spell. We're going through the portal, it's a time traveling mission. Let's get ready to talk like an Egyptian. Going through the portal, it's a time traveling mission. Let's get ready to talk like an Egyptian.
Welcome to Portal Talk Like an Egyptian, where pyramids are cool, cats are sacred, and where pharaohs wear fabulous headwear. Today we're digging into the past, ancient Egypt. Grab your sandals because we're going to 4,000 years ago. First up, please welcome world famous historian Professor Sandy Scrolls.
Thank you, and mind the sand in your shoes, it gets everywhere.
So, Professor, who was actually in charge in ancient Egypt?
Well, at the top of the pyramid, quite literally was the pharaoh. He or she was seen as a god on earth. He or she made the rules and set taxes for their subjects.
So basically they were the boss's bosses?
Well, exactly. Below them were the nobles, scribes, farmers. At the bottom were the servants and slaves. Everyone had a job and knew their place.
Sounds like one big human pyramid. Which brings us into our next guest. Thank you, Professor Scrolls. Now, put your hands together for the one, the only, Scribble the Scribe.
Oh no, my hieroglyphics spelled banana instead of burial chamber. Classic mistake.
So, Scribbles, what exactly are hieroglyphics?
They're pictures that tell a story. There's over 1,000 of them. Scribes like me use them to write laws, prayers, and stories. Everything that the pharaoh wanted recorded.
How do we even know what they mean now?
Because of the Rosetta Stone, it had hieroglyphs and Greek writing on it, like an ancient translator.
And we complained about handwriting at school. And now it's time to go live to our roving reporter, Rami, who is out here somewhere extremely sunny.
Thanks, Jan Cam. I am reporting from the Temple of the Sun, and the heat is no joke. My sandals have melted. With me now is Ra, the god of the sun, and basically everything and anything that gets a good tan.
Greetings, little human. I rise during my solar boat, sail across the sky, and set at night. You're welcome for daylight, by the way.
Much appreciated. Why were gods like you so important?
Egyptians believed we controlled everything, food, crops, and the afterlife. If we were happy, life was good. If we weren't, oops.
And joining us now, the goddess of war and healing, Sekhmet.
Stand tall, mortal. I protect the pharaoh in battle. And if anybody got hurt, I could have healed them too. And not just clothes and rose, you know.
But you did once nearly wipe out humanity.
Only once. I was having a bad millennium.
Powerful and unpredictable. Remind me not to get on your bad side.
wise choice.
That's all from the divine end of things. Back to the studio before I get turned to a scarab.
Big thanks to Remy for that sun-soaked report. Talking to the gods is no small job. And thanks for Tia and Cam for a great start to show on Dog Style. I'm Claire Keys, and now it's time to meet somebody who ruled both land and legend. Pharaoh Ramsniff the Fabulous. Thou commoners, I bring both glamour and governance. We are honoured, Your Highness. Tell us what happened when you passed on to the afterlife. Ah yes, my glorious journey to the field of reeds. First my body was carefully embalmed. That means all the gooey bits were removed and placed in canopic jars, each guarded by a protective god. I was stuffed, dried out with natron salt, and wrapped with layers and layers of linen. Then placed in my golden sarcophagus, then placed in my tomb, packed with treasures and snacks, with a surprisingly large board game collection.
So you really were ready for an internal holiday.
Naturally, I even had spells from the Book of the Dead painted on my walls. To guide my bar, that's my soul to the afterlife.
Sounds like the afterlife was 5-star.
Of course, I wouldn't be called dead without luxury.
Well, that's a wrap, literally.
Thanks for joining us on Portal Talk Like an Egyptian. We've explored gods, glyphs, and grand tombs. Stay curious, stay cool, and talk like an Egyptian.
In time where the pyramids gleam, pharaohs rule and the gods still dream. Hieroglyphs dance with a sea